smaller one just right.
Kind of.
People will meet at coffee shops, they'll meet at restaurants, they'll meet at pubs.
We like to go to pubs and knit. We'll have like knitting dates and drink beer and
I like that.
knit, but I knit everywhere. I knit.
That was the best question. Or really, don't you knit?
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be
I don't
That would be
knit
an
in,
easier.
Right, that would be
question.
an easier question.
I don't knit in the shower. That's
The bathroom's off, yeah.
that's where I don't knit. But it's just a really nice way to pass time. I don't get frustrated when I have to wait because I look at it as an opportunity to be productive.
It's like, oh good, I can get my yarn out.
Yeah, it's like free time.
Yes. So Russ, since you're a gentleman, I see in your knitting, my oldest son also is a knitter and a crocheter.
Oh, cool.
He often gets some different looks when he's out.
Does he knit at school or in public or everywhere?
Everywhere.
We did have one guy come up to me once, and what did he say?
He said, "What are you, some kind of sissy?" And we were kind of blown away because he just came out right out with it. And I think we were polite. We thought of witty things to say afterwards that we didn't say in the moment.
Basically, it's just a series of knots, you know, that we're making. And
But it can be
they
as
tie knots and, you know, teach knot tying in Boy Scouts, and it kind of comes right from that.
It isn't just women's work.
It's not.
No.
for me as a guy. It's just as complex as you want to make it. It can be really challenging, and if it's something that is cool and works your brain over a little bit, that's awesome.
One of my Facebook friends Facebooked me the other day and said, I wore my hat to the top of Mount Rainier.
See, that feels good,
And
right?
it feels good. It's like, because I couldn't go to the top of Mount Rainier, but my hat went there. So. Last year I just decided to take it to the street and do a little yarn awareness. So during my walks, it just came to me one night, and I looked at my friend and I said, you know, I'm going to put yarn on that,
And that,
and that,
and that, and that.
and that,
And
and
that.
that. And that spawned the whole thing. So I put it on. I didn't know what the reaction was going to be when I very first started doing it. So I was kind of like out there in the dark. I didn't know if like people would yell at me or tell me not to do it, or I just had no idea what the reaction was going to be, and it's been so positive. It's just been such a wonderful thing. The bikers love it because a lot of the people on 6th Avenue ride their vintage bikes, and so when they tie up to the paint, it doesn't scratch their beautiful paint jobs on the bike, so they've really embraced them.
Oh,
They love them. The little kids love them because they're just the right height, the right eye level for them. You know how kids like to hang on bars, and they're soft, and so I see the kids like hugging them. Like, it's so adorable.
That's great.
I have a lot of bicycles, but I have one bike that I rode in the Fremont Parade, and so I had some of my better knitter friends and myself, we yarn bombed my entire bicycle, and people smile,
that's
and
great.
it's just a lot of fun. Except I took it camping this year, and I was riding it around the campground, and now there's a bunch of pine cones stuck to it.
Better than Velcro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick off pine cones from the bike.
Well, I think for me, so much of it is about the materials, the yarns. That's why I say every project is a favorite, because I'll pick up a particular yarn that appeals and work with it. So, you know, that's exciting to do that particular project. And then down the road there'll be another yarn that will come along that appeals, and I'll have the same response to it.
I find it kind of meditative. It's the one time where I can kind of quiet my mind. It's like a quiet place for me where...
I think it is for me too.
Yeah.
That's perhaps one of the reasons that it's so enjoyable to do. It is almost meditative.
Yeah, I can just kind of shut out the bad days and not have the stress of the day there, and it's a way to relax, because I can't actually sit and meditate. I get twitchy.
Me too.
Well, and you, down the line, it's productive.
Yes.
So you don't sort of begrudge that time that you're giving to this meditative activity. It's productive.
Okay, one row. There we go. That was it. One row.
You finished
Okay.
one row?
And as far as I know, my stitch count was correct, maybe.
Well, great.
I don't even know.
So now you have to do another one.
I have to go back the other way, and then we'll see how that goes. And then I'll count at the end.
Right.
That's how long it takes to do one row in my world. Long time.